Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. And if you happen to hear any like rustling or rattling or any kind of button presses or things like that, that is all completely out of my control. We're just gonna have to bear with it because I'm in a shared space. So, alright, introductions aside, let's just kind of get to the meat and potatoes of the video. Okay, so the most realistic dating advice that you could basically have. Okay, if you want to be attractive, then you either have to look good or make a lot of money. And that's kind of pretty much it. In the first initial interaction with a girl, first things first, she's gonna look at you. What do you look like? So the whole sort of like looks don't matter kind of things, that is a complete lie that dating coach and dating gurus will tell you because they want to sell you their product and they want you to believe in something that obviously in reality isn't the fact. It's just, it's a straight up lie. So you either have to look good, and B, if you don't look good, you either have to make a lot of money. Because with like going back to sort of like the old age of primal stuff, right? Like they're looking for someone that has the ability to provide. If you lack said ability to provide, you're just not gonna find a mate. That's just realistically speaking all the way up until 2020 and beyond. So if you happen to be into one of those like strong, independent women that really just boils down to she spends her money and your money, well, that's you. So those are probably some of the worst ones. We're talking Karens and Tiffany's here. So yeah, so if you happen to know what that reference is, awesome. So yeah, that's what you're dealing with. Most likely you're probably gonna be dealing with a Karen, and then with like when things get really crazy, that's when you're dealing with a Tiffany. So if you're dealing with a Tiffany, oh man, my condolences. Hopefully your life will be better. But if you're not dealing with anyone and you're wondering why you're either alone by yourself, well, first of all, COVID-19. Okay, so let's be real here. So, and second of all, besides COVID-19, I'll bet there's probably a really good chance that you are most likely by yourself because either you don't look good or you don't make a lot of money, or either you just don't talk to enough people where they can recommend you to say go out with someone. Like you're not sociable enough to actually form a community, and that's how you not meet anybody. Because how are you supposed to meet people if you don't talk to people? And you can't talk to people because of COVID-19. But besides that, let's just say, let's just kind of imagine a world before COVID-19 and kind of imagine a world where you can actually go outside and talk to people without getting a virus that can kill you. So let's just say that. All right. So if that is the case, then most likely you either fall into those other two categories. You don't look good or you don't make a lot of money to sort of compensate for your good looks. And that's the sad truth, where that's pretty much it is what it is. And there isn't really much else to say, to be honest, because I don't know how those guys can make long videos about discussions and things like that. But when it comes down to it, it just boils down to really two things, maybe three things. Fame. You either have to look good, you have to make a lot of money, or you're famous. But if you're famous, there's a really good chance that you make a lot of money. So yeah, I honestly think it actually does boil down to two things. If you don't have those two things, well, good luck. You're probably either not going to be happy, because those ones of you that actually want like, those like Instagram model chick, those Insta thoughts, or those like model-y looking kind of chicks, those really high maintenance chicks, if you're into those ones, well, you have to be one of those two. You either have to make a lot of money, or you either have to look very good. And I'm gonna be honest with you, if you are watching this video, chances are you probably have neither of them. And you're looking for some kind of hope, you're looking for some kind of answer. Well, I'm not gonna BS you and, tell you that there is some kind of answer, because there isn't. Whoever that's telling you that they have answers is either A, trying to sell you something, or B, downright lying to you. Then that's pretty much it. If you have neither one of them, then I would say just sort of be content. Be content with what you are, and just kind of live your life. If you happen to stumble upon someone that actually likes you, that's great. But if you don't, then that's okay. Because if you set your expectation too high, you are going to let yourself down. That's the truth. And I know there's a lot of these sort of like entrepreneurial type of motivational bull crap that's going on, where they're just, again, trying to sell you products. So yeah, don't fall into those hype, but that's a different topic for a different day. But for now, when just talking about the general sense of dating, if you notice, if you were to do online dating like Tinder or Bumble or something like that, and you have no results, that isn't because you take crappy pictures. That's because you just don't look good. You can take the best pictures in the world, but if you yourself do not look good, you're screwed. You are downright screwed. And you can blame yourself and say that you're like a certain race. I mean, there's a lot of people that's blaming themselves, saying, oh, I can't get a girl because I'm Asian. No, you can't get a girl because you're Asian and you don't look good. That's probably it, to be honest. So that's probably why. With online dating, is all about how good looking you are. If you do not look good, you're not gonna get a girl. That's it, said and done. And if you do get one, chances are it's probably not the one you wanted. Because let's be honest here, you're only gonna swipe right at the girls with really big titties or a really nice ass or a really fine body. Those ones are not interested in you. Deal with it. They are not. They are simply not. And if they are, they're either trying to sell you something, or they're trying to sell you something. That's what it is. Or they're bots and you're being catfish. So that's also the case too. So yes, this is a very realistic approach. So if you can't handle this sort of sincerity and honesty, then yeah, you can go ahead and watch those other dating coachy kind of videos where they're lying to you with the sole sense of trying to sell you an online course, trying to sell you some kind of beauty product, trying to sell you something. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just telling you the truth. And whether you like it or not, that's the truth. And if you click on this video wanting to know the truth, well, that's the truth. You're not getting any girls because either A, you're not good looking, B, you don't make a lot of money, or C, you're all of the above, so you're screwed. And just kind of live life, honestly. Just live life, be happy with what you look like, with whatever you make. If you happen to stumble upon someone, that's great. If you don't, that's okay. Life moves on. And maybe it's time you move on.